Welcome back, architects of tomorrow and champions of knowledge, to Hidden Pages. Today, we embark on an unparalleled odyssey into the heart of a qualification that has quietly, yet profoundly, reshaped academic landscapes worldwide, the International General Certificate of Secondary Education, or IGCSE. This is not merely an exam. It is a meticulously crafted developmental journey, a strategic power-up for your intellect, and quite literally, your personal passport to a world brimming with opportunity. If you've ever found yourself asking, what exactly is IGCSE? Where on earth is it recognized? How can it possibly propel my future? What does the entire journey entail? From costs to teaching methods, from study hacks to exam strategies. And fundamentally, how can I be absolutely certain this is the right, most impactful path for me? Then this is your moment. Prepare for an exhaustive, powerfully motivating, and deeply insightful masterclass that will meticulously peel back every layer of the IGCSE. We will not just touch upon the surface, we will delve into the very essence of its global recognition, dissect its pedagogical brilliance, arm you with cutting-edge study tactics, and illuminate the dazzling array of pathways it unfurls for your future. By the end of this journey, you will not just understand IGCSE, you will champion it, convinced of its indispensable utility for anyone aspiring to global excellence. Let's begin the ultimate exploration. Part 1, the grand unveiling, IGCSE defined, demystified, and deeply valued. Let's lay the foundational stones by truly understanding the essence of IGCSE. 1.1 What lies within the letters? Decoding IGCSE, a global standard bearer. The acronym IGCSE stands for the International General Certificate of Secondary Education. But its meaning stretches far beyond a mere title. It represents a globally benchmarked, English-language academic qualification tailored for students typically between the ages of 14 and 16 years old, often corresponding to Year 10 and Year 11 in British Patterned International Curricula, or Grade 9 and Grade 10 in other systems. Origins in philosophy. IGCSE was initially developed by Cambridge Assessment International Education, CAI, a part of the University of Cambridge, UK, specifically to cater to the diverse needs of international students and schools worldwide. Later, other reputable examination bodies like Pearson Edexcel also developed their own versions of the IGCSE. Its core philosophy is distinct. It aims to cultivate a deeper understanding and application of knowledge, moving significantly beyond rote memorization. It fosters holistic development, encompassing not just academic prowess but also crucial 21st century skills. Students typically select between 5 to 10 subjects from a broad array of disciplines, culminating in internationally recognized examinations. Performance is graded, traditionally A** to G, or the newer 9-to-1 scale by some boards, with I** or 9 being the highest achievement. 1.2 Your global classroom, where the IGCSE phenomenon thrives. The international in IGCSE is not merely a prefix, it's its very DNA. This qualification is a ubiquitous presence in the global educational landscape, taught and meticulously assessed in over 160 countries worldwide. Dominant footprint. You will primarily encounter IGCSE in international schools. These institutions, serving a diverse student body of expatriates and globally minded local learners, adopt IGCSE as their core secondary curriculum due to its unparalleled portability and international acceptance. Think of a student seamlessly transitioning from an international school in Tokyo to one in Dubai, or from Nairobi to London. Their IGCSE foundation remains consistent. Elite private schools. Many prestigious national private schools, particularly those aiming to prepare their students for higher education abroad, integrate the IGCSE curriculum to provide a globally competitive edge. National education systems. In countries with historical educational ties to the UK, e.g., in parts of the Commonwealth, IGCSE can be offered as a widely accepted alternative or a supplement to local secondary qualifications. This extensive global presence means that irrespective of where your academic or professional journey takes you, be it the buzzing tech hubs of Silicon Valley, the historical universities of Oxford, the dynamic financial centers of Singapore, or the rapidly developing economies of Africa and the Middle East, your IGCSE credentials will be understood, respected, and valued. It truly is a universally spoken academic language. 1.3 The Unseen Advantages. Why IGCSE is a strategic power-up for your brain. Beyond a simple qualification, IGCSE serves as a powerful accelerator for your intellectual and personal growth. Here's how it acts as a strategic power-up. Architect of critical thinking and problem-solving, IGCSE moves beyond what to think to how to think. In sciences, you won't just memorize formulas, you'll design experiments, analyze anomalous data, and deduce conclusions from observations. For instance, in IGCSE physics, you might be presented with raw experimental data and asked to identify sources of error, suggest improvements, and draw valid conclusions, mirroring real scientific inquiry. In humanities, you'll learn to critically evaluate historical sources, analyze economic policy's impacts, or dissect literary techniques in prose and poetry. An IGCSE history essay might demand you assess the reliability of a primary source or evaluate the relative importance of multiple factors leading to an event, rather than just narrating facts. Cultivator of independent learning and research acumen, the curriculum's breadth and depth necessitates self-directed study and effective research. You'll learn to navigate textbooks, synthesize information from various sources, online, libraries, and manage your own study schedule, all vital skills for university and lifelong learning. This fosters a proactive, self-reliant learner. Elevator of communication proficiency, IGCSE places significant emphasis on clear, coherent, and persuasive communication. Written, through extended essays, structured answers, and reports, you refine your ability to articulate complex ideas logically, use precise vocabulary, and structure arguments effectively. Oral. In subjects like English language or foreign languages, oral examinations and presentations hone your ability to speak fluently, persuasively, and adapt your communication style to different contexts. Builder of academic resilience and adaptability, the rigorous nature of IGCSE exposes you to challenges. You'll encounter tough concepts, demanding assignments, and the pressure of examinations. Navigating these builds mental fortitude, grit, and the ability to adapt your learning strategies when faced with obstacles, qualities indispensable for future success. Standardized excellence. Because IGCSE curricula and assessments are centrally developed by international examination boards, there's a consistent standard of rigor and quality across all participating schools worldwide. This means an A** in IGCSE biology in Vietnam holds the same weight and signifies the same level of mastery as an A** in IGCSE biology in the UK. 1 point for the subject kaleidoscope. Crafting your personalized learning journey. One of IGCSE's most attractive features is its immense flexibility in subject choice. With over 70 subjects offered by Cambridge International and Pearson Edexcel combined, students aren't forced into a rigid pathway. They can curate a learning journey that aligns with their innate curiosities, burgeoning talents, and future aspirations. Subjects are typically categorized into groups. Languages: English, first language, second language, literature, French, Spanish, Chinese, Arabic, etc. Humanities and social sciences: history, geography, economics, business studies, sociology, global perspectives. Sciences: biology, chemistry, physics, combined science, coordinated sciences. Mathematics, core/extended, additional mathematics. Creative and vocational, art and design, drama, music, physical education, ICT, computer science, travel and tourism, accounting. The power of choice: this diversity allows you to play to your strengths. Excel in subjects you naturally gravitate towards. Explore new interests, dabble in a subject you've never tried before to discover a hidden passion. Strategically plan for the future, select subjects that are prerequisites or highly recommended for your desired A-level, IB diploma, or university major, e.g., aspiring doctors typically take biology, chemistry, physics, and maths. Maintain breadth, even while specializing. IGCSE encourages a balance across different disciplinary groups, ensuring a well-rounded education. This subject kaleidoscope isn't just about options, it's about empowering you to take ownership of your academic destiny, making your learning journey engaging, relevant, and deeply personal. Part 2: The investment and the jackpot, costs, duration, and your future ROI. Let's ground our lofty aspirations in the practical realities of time and resources, and then unveil the profound returns you can expect. 2.1 The time equation: navigating your IGCSE timeline. The standard, most effective duration for the IGCSE program is 2 full academic years. This allows for Year 1, e.g., Year 10 Introduction to New Concepts, Foundational Knowledge Building, Skill Development, and Initial Exposure to Exam-Style Questions. It's a period of broad exploration and consolidation. Year 2, e.g., Year 11 Deepening Understanding, Advanced Concept Mastery, Intensive Skill Application, and rigorous exam preparation through extensive past paper practice and targeted revision. Exam series: IGCSE final examinations are primarily held in 2 major series annually. May/June series: this is the most common series globally, with results typically released in August. October/November series: offered for residents, or for students who prefer a later examination window, with results in January. Accelerated versus extended paths. Accelerated, 1 year/18 months. Highly gifted or incredibly driven students, sometimes with prior advanced knowledge, e.g., from a strong national curriculum, may attempt IGCSE in a shorter time frame. This is extremely demanding, requiring intense focus, self-discipline, and often, independent study. It is generally not recommended as the standard path as it can compromise depth of understanding. Extended/staggered. Some students or schools might opt to stagger exams, taking a few subjects in one series, e.g., November of Year 10, and the rest in a later series. This can reduce pressure but extends the overall exam period. The two-year model is universally acknowledged as providing the optimal balance between comprehensive learning and successful examination preparation. 2.2 The financial footprint, deconstructing IGCSE costs, a transparent view. Understanding the costs associated with IGCSE is crucial for planning. It's vital to note that these figures are estimates and can vary significantly based on your geographical location, the type of institution, and fluctuating exchange rates, current as of July 2025. Always confirm precise figures directly with your chosen school or examination center. Tuition fees, the largest component. International schools, these typically offer a premium educational experience, comprehensive facilities, and often, highly experienced international faculty. Annual tuition fees can range from $10,000 to $40,000 plus per year, e.g., higher in major global cities like London, Singapore, Dubai, Hong Kong, down to $5,000 to $15,000 in some other regions. For a two-year program, this totals $10,000 to $80,000 plus. Local private schools. Many national private schools also offer IGCSE. Their fees are generally lower than international schools, ranging from $2,000 to $10,000 plus per year, making the two-year total $4,000 to $20,000 plus. Online schools/homeschooling. This can significantly reduce tuition costs, ranging from $1,000 to $5,000 per year for online courses, plus examination fees. This requires significant self-discipline and parental involvement. Examination fees, per subject. These are paid directly to the examination board, e.g., Cambridge International, Pearson Edexcel, via your school or a British Council examination centre. Standard entry fee, per IGCSE subject. This typically ranges from $150 to $250 plus. Late entry fee. If you register after the standard deadline, fees can jump by 50% to 100% plus, making a single subject cost upwards of $300 to $500. Typical student load. A student taking 7 to 9 subjects would face exam fees of approximately $1,050 to $2,250 plus for standard entry. Component-specific fees. Some subjects with practical components or oral exams might have additional small fees for those elements. Study materials. Textbooks and workbooks. Budget $50 to $100 per subject, totaling $350 to $900 plus for multiple subjects over 2 years. Revision guides in past papers, essential resources, adding another $100 to $300. Stationery and basic supplies, ongoing costs, perhaps $50 to $100 per year. Optional costs, highly variable. Private tutoring can range from $20 to $100 plus per hour depending on location, tutor experience, and subject demand. This can add thousands of dollars to the total if used extensively. Boarding fees. If attending a boarding school, this can add $10,000 to $30,000 plus per year. Travel and living expenses, for students studying abroad. Overall rough estimate for a full 2-year program, excluding living costs for international students, the total investment could range from $5,000 for very lean online/self-study options, up to $80,000 plus for premium international schooling. It's an investment, and like any good investment, it yields significant returns. 2.3 Beyond the balance sheet, the unquantifiable riches of IGCSE's ROI. While financial costs are clear, the return on investment from IGCSE extends far beyond monetary value. It's a jackpot of personal, intellectual, and strategic advantages. The golden ticket to elite education, your IGCSE grades are the foundational credentials that open doors to highly competitive A-level, IB diploma, and university foundation programs globally. Without strong IGCSEs, access to these prestigious pathways can be severely limited. For example, many UK universities will look at your IGCSE English and Math grades even if you have excellent A-levels. Accelerated university progression in some educational systems, particularly those which align closely with British standards, a strong set of IGCSE results, especially 5A star to C grades, including English and Math, can often satisfy direct entry requirements for certain diploma programs or vocational higher education. Furthermore, a high IGCSE English grade, e.g., A or B in first language, or A* in second language, often exempts you from needing to take IELTS or TOEFL exams for university admissions, saving you time, money, and stress. Enhanced employability in a globalized world, even at the entry level or for apprenticeships, IGCSEs signal a strong baseline of academic capability, literacy, numeracy, and discipline. International companies, in particular, value the universal understanding and transferable skills that IGCSE holders possess, making you a more attractive candidate in a competitive job market. Unshakable intellectual capital, this is perhaps the greatest return. The critical thinking, problem-solving, and analytical skills honed during IGCSE are cognitive superpowers. They equip you to adapt to new information, solve complex real-world problems, and contribute meaningfully to any field, from technology to medicine to entrepreneurship. These skills never depreciate. Confidence forged in challenge, successfully navigating the rigor of IGCSE builds profound self-belief. You'll carry the confidence of having mastered challenging subjects, overcome academic obstacles, and performed under pressure, a psychological asset that will empower you in all future endeavors. A truly global perspective, studying an internationally focused curriculum exposes you to diverse ideas, contexts, and modes of thought. This cultivates cultural awareness and a global mindset, making you more adaptable and effective in an interconnected world. Foundation for lifelong learning. The independent study habits, research skills, and intrinsic curiosity fostered by IGCSE prepare you not just for the next stage of education, but for a lifetime of continuous learning and personal growth, ensuring you remain relevant and engaged in a rapidly changing world. The investment in IGCSE is not just a financial outlay, it's a strategic allocation of time, energy, and resources into building an intellectual fortress and a pathway to a life of expanded choice, profound impact, and continuous personal development. Part 3: The Art of Conquest, Masterful Teaching, Study, and Exam Strategies. Understanding the game is crucial to winning it. Let's delve into the pedagogical approach, the secrets to effective study, and the nuances of examination. 3.1 Pedagogy of Power: How IGCSE Teachers Unlock Your Potential. IGCSE teaching methodologies are designed to foster deep understanding and skill development, moving beyond mere content delivery. They are dynamic and student-centric. Inquiry-based learning: the why and how IGCSE teachers don't just lecture. They pose questions, present problems, and guide students to discover knowledge through investigation, discussion, and critical analysis. For instance, instead of merely stating historical facts, a teacher might present conflicting primary sources and ask students to deduce the truth, fostering historical inquiry. Active learning and engagement. Lessons are highly interactive, incorporating group work, debates, presentations, role-playing, and problem-solving sessions. This ensures students are active participants in their learning journey, not passive recipients of information. Practical and applied learning: connecting theory to reality. This is a cornerstone, especially in the sciences. Students conduct laboratory experiments, collect and analyze data, and interpret results firsthand. In subjects like business studies or economics, lessons involve analyzing real-world case studies, applying theoretical models to contemporary events, making learning tangible and relevant. Differentiated instruction: tailoring to you, recognizing diverse learning styles and paces. IGCSE teachers employ a variety of methods. They use visual aids, diagrams, videos, auditory cues, discussions, explanations, and kinesthetic activities, experiments, model building, to cater to individual needs. They might provide extra support for struggling students and advanced challenges for those excelling. Feedback loops: your compass for improvement. Continuous formative assessment is key. Teachers provide regular, constructive feedback on homework, quizzes, and class participation. This feedback is a crucial compass, guiding students on where to improve, refine their understanding, and correct misconceptions before the high-stakes final exams. Technology integration: modern IGCSE classrooms leverage digital tools, online simulations, educational software, virtual laboratories, interactive whiteboards, and extensive online resources to enhance learning, facilitate research, and engage students with dynamic content. 3.2 Your Personal Command Center: Blueprint for IGCSE Study Mastery, Tips and Tricks Extravaganza. This section is your actionable guide to dominating your IGCSEs. It's about working smarter, not just harder. The mindset of a champion: your inner game. Cultivate a growth mindset. Believe that your intelligence and abilities can grow through dedication and hard work. See challenges as opportunities for learning, not as insurmountable barriers. Embrace productive struggle. Learning isn't always easy. When you encounter difficulty, see it as your brain building new connections. Don't immediately give up. Persevere through the initial struggle. Manage stress like a pro. IGCSE is demanding. Schedule regular breaks, engage in physical activity, ensure sufficient sleep, 7 to 9 hours, and maintain a balanced diet. Consider mindfulness or meditation techniques to calm your mind. A stressed brain cannot perform optimally. Visualize success. Regularly imagine yourself confidently answering exam questions and receiving excellent results. Positive visualization can boost confidence and motivation. Strategic planning and organization: your outer game. The Master Study Timetable. Create a realistic weekly study schedule. Allocate specific slots for each subject, ensuring you cover all topics. Don't forget to schedule breaks, meals, and leisure time. These are non-negotiable for mental well-being. Break down the beast. Study chemistry is overwhelming. Master stoichiometry formulas and practice 10 past paper questions on it is actionable. Break large tasks into smaller, manageable chunks. Dedicated study environment. Designate a quiet, organized, and well-lit space for studying. Minimize distractions, turn off phone notifications, close unnecessary tabs. A consistent study environment primes your brain for focus. Active learning superpowers. How your brain truly learns. Active recall. The test yourself revolution. Instead of passively rereading notes or textbooks, actively retrieve information. Trick. After reading a paragraph, close the book and try to explain what you just read aloud or write it down. Trick. Use flashcards, digital or physical, with questions on one side and answers on the other. This forces your brain to retrieve, strengthening memory pathways. Spaced repetition. Beat the forgetting curve. Tip. Don't cram. Revisit information at increasing intervals, e.g., 1 day later, 3 days later, 1 week later, 1 month later. Trick. Use apps like Anki or Quizlet, which are built on spaced repetition algorithms. This optimizes your revision time, focusing on what you're about to forget. Interleaving. Mix it up for better retention. Tip. Instead of studying one subject for hours, interleave different subjects or different topics within a subject. Trick. For example, study maths for an hour, then physics for an hour, then history for an hour, then come back to maths. Or, within maths, alternate between algebra, geometry, and statistics. This improves problem-solving flexibility and long-term retention. Elaboration. Deepen understanding. Tip. Don't just accept facts. Ask why and how. Explain concepts in your own words, relate them to what you already know, or connect them to real-world examples. Trick. The Feynman technique. Pretend you're teaching the concept to a 10-year-old. If you can't explain it simply and clearly, you don't truly understand it. Identify the gaps and go back to review. Concept mapping and mind maps. Tip. Visually organize information. Start with a central idea and branch out with related concepts, keywords, and connections. Trick. Use different colors, symbols, and images to make it memorable and engaging. This helps you see the big picture and relationships between topics. Leveraging resources like a pro, your study arsenal. Textbooks. Don't just read, engage. Highlight key definitions, make marginal notes, and work through practice questions. Online platforms, websites like Save My Exams, Physics and Maths Tutor, Seneca Learning, BBC Bitsize, for UK GCSE, but many concepts overlap, offer fantastic notes, quizzes, and past papers. Your teachers, your superheroes, don't hesitate to ask questions in class, after class, or via email. If you're struggling, schedule a one-on-one. They are your most valuable resource. Study groups, strategic collaboration. Tip. Form small, focused study groups, 3 to 4 people, with clear goals. Trick. Assign each member different topics to teach the others. This forces active recall and explanation. Avoid social chatter, stay focused on academic tasks. 3.3 Decoding the Dragon, navigating IGCSE exam methods with precision. The exams are the culmination, but they are also a skill to be mastered. Understanding paper structure, familiarize yourself with the number of papers per subject, their duration, marks, and the types of questions in each. For instance, English language might have a reading and writing paper and a speaking and listening component. Mastering command words, every question uses specific command words, e.g. describe, explain, analyze, evaluate, compare and contrast, justify, suggest. Understanding what each command word requires is critical. Describe means facts, explain means reasons/causes, evaluate means pros, cons, and a reasoned judgment. Time management in the exam hall. Tip: know how much time you have per mark. If a 10-mark question has 15 minutes allocated, stick to it. Don't spend too long on easy questions. Trick: allocate a few minutes at the start to read the entire paper and plan your attack. Allocate a few minutes at the end for review. Strategic question selection, if applicable, 4 papers with optional questions, e.g., choose 2 out of 4 essays, choose the questions you are most confident in and can provide the most detailed and well-supported answers for. Dissecting mark schemes, again, this cannot be stressed enough. After doing past papers, deeply analyze the mark schemes. Understand why certain answers get full marks, what keywords are expected, and the structure of a perfect answer. This is your blueprint for maximizing marks. Avoiding common pitfalls. Not reading the question carefully, underline keywords, identify command words. Lack of precision, use specific terminology and evidence. Poor time management, leaving questions incomplete. Ignoring units/significant figures, especially in science and math. Poor handwriting/legibility, if examiners can't read it, they can't mark it. By approaching your exams with a clear strategy, a calm mind, and a thorough understanding of what's expected, you transform from a test taker into a confident performer. Part 4: The Horizon Unfolds, Post-IGCSE Pathways and Global Advantage. Your IGCSE results are the powerful launching pad for your next grand adventure. 4.1 Your next grand adventure. What lies beyond IGCSE? The completion of your IGCSEs marks a significant milestone, opening up a diverse array of subsequent academic and career pathways. Higher secondary education, the most common and recommended pathway. A-levels, advanced levels. This is a globally recognized program, primarily from the UK system, where you typically specialize in 3 to 4 subjects over 2 years. Strong IGCSE grades are crucial prerequisites for entry into specific A-level subjects, e.g., you might need a B or A in IGCSE biology to take A-level biology. A-levels are the gold standard for UK university admissions and widely accepted worldwide. International Baccalaureate, IB, diploma program, a holistic and academically rigorous 2-year program, for ages 16 to 19. That involves studying 6 subjects across different groups, alongside core components like theory of knowledge, TOK, the extended essay, E, and creativity, activity, service, CIS. IGCSE provides an excellent foundation, particularly in developing the independent research and critical thinking skills essential for IB. Other pre-university programs, depending on the country, this could include Advanced Placement (AP) courses for students aiming for U.S. universities. APs allow you to take university-level courses in high school. Foundation year programs. Many universities, especially in the UK and Australia, offer one-year foundation courses that bridge the gap between IGCSE, or equivalent, and direct undergraduate entry for international students. National pre-university qualifications. In countries with their own strong education systems, e.g., French Baccalaureate, German Abitur, Indian Class 12 boards, IGCSE can serve as a strong preparatory qualification. Direct university admission, specific scenarios. While many top-tier universities worldwide require post-IGCSE qualifications, A-levels, IB, etc., strong IGCSE results can sometimes lead to direct entry into certain diploma programs, certificate courses, or specific vocational higher education pathways in various countries. This is more common in institutions or regions where the IGCSE is recognized as a robust exit qualification from secondary school. Language proficiency waiver. A high grade in IGCSE English, e.g., A or B in first language English, or A* in English as a second language, is frequently accepted by universities in English-speaking countries as proof of English language proficiency, potentially waiving the need for additional IELTS or TOEFL exams. Vocational training and apprenticeships. IGCSE provides an excellent academic foundation for practical and skills-based careers. Many vocational colleges, polytechnics, and apprenticeship programs require IGCSE passes, especially in English and mathematics, as entry criteria, demonstrating a solid baseline of literacy, numeracy, and foundational academic skills crucial for professional development. Direct employment. For certain entry-level positions, particularly in industries that value a global perspective or require strong foundational academic skills and English proficiency, an IGCSE qualification is highly respected by employers, especially within international companies. While not a substitute for a university degree in most professional fields, it stands as a credible academic credential for demonstrating readiness for the workforce. 4.2 Seamless transitions. Which countries champion your IGCSE? The convenience of IGCSE lies in its widespread acceptance, making transitions to higher education or employment remarkably smooth in many parts of the world. While recognized globally, it holds particular prominence and ease of acceptance in the United Kingdom. UK is the home of Cambridge Assessment and Pearson Edexcel. IGCSEs are fully understood and form a standard component of university applications, typically alongside A-levels. UK universities are highly familiar with the grading system and curriculum rigor. Commonwealth countries, broad acceptance nations with strong historical ties to the British education system widely embrace IGCSE. This includes Canada. Universities and colleges recognize IGCSE as a strong indicator of academic preparedness. Australia and New Zealand. IGCSE is highly regarded and accepted for university admissions, often with a bridging program or further qualifications like A-levels/IB. Singapore and Malaysia. Both countries have robust education systems where IGCSEs are well established for progression to pre-university courses and local universities. India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Numerous schools offer IGCSE, and universities are familiar with the qualification. South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, IGCSE is a well-established and respected qualification for tertiary education. The Middle East, countries like the United Arab Emirates, UAE, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Oman have a massive presence of international schools offering IGCSE. Their national and international universities readily accept IGCSE for foundation and undergraduate programs. Parts of Asia, beyond the Commonwealth nations, countries like Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, China, especially international school streams, and South Korea recognize and value IGCSE for progression to higher education, particularly for students aiming for international pathways. Europe, growing recognition. Many European universities and higher education institutions are increasingly familiar with and accept IGCSEs, often as part of a broader application or for entry into specific foundation/diploma programs. Countries like the Netherlands, Germany, Ireland, and some Scandinavian nations show strong recognition. United States, complementary role. While U.S. universities typically look for a holistic high school transcript, GPA, SAT/ACT scores, AP/IB courses, IGCSEs are highly respected. They demonstrate academic rigor, international experience, and strong foundational knowledge, strengthening a university application. In essence, if your future vision involves global mobility, whether for study, work, or simply experiencing diverse cultures, the IGCSE qualification is one of the most efficient and widely accepted credentials to smooth your transition across borders. Part 5, The Ultimate Convincer, Why IGCSE is Your Indispensable Launchpad for Global Excellence. Let's culminate this masterclass with the undeniable truth: IGCSE is far more than just a set of exams. It is a meticulously designed crucible that transforms students into capable, confident, and globally competitive individuals. Its utility is not merely academic, it is life-altering. Consider these irrefutable reasons why IGCSE is your indispensable blueprint for an extraordinary future. Your first truly global academic passport. In a world shrinking by the day, your IGCSE is a universally understood credential that instantly communicates your academic prowess. It means that whether you aspire to study in London, work in Dubai, or innovate in Singapore, your educational foundation is recognized and respected, granting you unparalleled global mobility. A brain sculptor, not just a memory test, IGCSE deliberately sculpts your intellect. It trains you in the invaluable arts of critical thinking, analytical reasoning, and complex problem solving. It teaches you how to approach challenges, how to dissect information, and how to construct compelling arguments. These aren't just exam skills, they are the fundamental cognitive superpowers that will make you indispensable in any career, any field, any future. The architect of your academic identity, this is where you truly discover your strengths and passions. The breadth of subject choice allows you to explore, specialize, and build a unique academic profile that truly reflects who you are and what you want to achieve. It lays the groundwork for informed decisions about your A-levels, IB, or university majors. A confidence-forging crucible, successfully navigating the rigor of IGCSE is a profound testament to your resilience and intellectual capability. Every concept mastered, every challenging problem solved, every well-written essay, builds an unshakable belief in yourself. You learn that you are capable of tackling demanding tasks, pushing your limits and achieving ambitious goals. This confidence is a currency more valuable than gold. The undeniable gateway to elite pathways. If top universities, prestigious scholarships, or leading higher secondary programs are your aspiration, IGCSE is your non-negotiable entry ticket. It provides the essential academic foundation and prerequisite grades that unlock these highly competitive opportunities. Without it, your choices become significantly narrower. A strategic investment in lifelong adaptability, the independent study habits, research methodologies, and adaptability you cultivate during IGCSE are not confined to the classroom. They are vital skills for continuous learning, crucial for thriving in a rapidly evolving job market, and essential for personal growth throughout your entire life. Your IGCSE equips you to be a lifelong learner, always relevant, always growing. Empowerment through choice. The stronger your IGCSE performance, the more choices you command for your next academic steps, your future career paths, and ultimately, the trajectory of your life. It's about opening doors, not closing them. My final, fervent call to action for you is this: approach your IGCSE journey not as a daunting obligation, but as an incredible opportunity. Understand its profound value. Embrace every challenge as a chance to grow. Implement the powerful study strategies we've discussed. Seek understanding, not just memorization. And above all, believe unequivocally in your own immense potential. Your IGCSE is not just a certificate, it is a declaration of your readiness for global excellence. It is the blueprint for a future brimming with possibilities, a testament to your hard work, and a promise of the extraordinary achievements yet to come. Seize this moment, embark on your IGCSE journey with passion and precision, and watch as the world unfolds before you. Go forth, conquer, and thrive.